Hello and welcome back to the Future Lore channel. As you know, in everything you do, a mistake can happen, but mistakes in construction are not so common, but they are expensive. That's why we decided to talk today about the top 5 most expensive construction mistakes in the world. You may have heard of some of these disasters, but you will certainly hear today about other mistakes we have singled out for our list. Before we start, like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell to be notified when a new video is ready for watching. We hope you're ready for this video, so here we go. The world is full of incredible engineering successes, with most structures being built to near perfection by architects all over the world. Like most other prestigious career fields, architects are considered some of the most well-respected and highly regarded, along those such as doctors and lawyers. Their reputation for being at the top of their field is due to their need to be near perfect in their jobs with little room for error. Any mistake for an architect could result in tragedy, both costly in money and human life. It's not unheard of for a bolt to be off by less than half an inch and result in an entire bridge collapsing, or a measurement being off and a building being in jeopardy of coming down. Mistakes like these, although seemingly tiny to the untrained eye, can be catastrophic. Architects need to strive to be perfect, as the lives of many are in their hands. Let's go over our list of the most expensive construction mistakes in the world. Number 5. Hyatt Regency Hotel, Kansas City. All hotels are great, nicely decorated, and we feel comfortable in them, right? Sometimes we will even walk along the walkway that connects the atrium of the hotel. At that moment, you would not think of any catastrophe or demolition, but in this hotel, the walkway connecting the hotel's atrium was built in 1979, and only 2 years later it met its eventual demise. As spectators packed the walkways of the hotel overlooking the space below watching a dance contest, the structure gave way, collapsing to the ground, taking the lives of over 100 people. This tragic event was the result of the architect's failure to accurately gauge the weight limitations of the hotel's walkway. Number 4. W.E.B. Du Bois Library, Massachusetts. Another university in the state of Massachusetts makes our list with the W.E.B. Du Bois Library, which is considered the tallest library in the country at 26 stories high. When it opened, it was seen as a crowning achievement in architecture, but quickly became a headache after only a few months when the bricks started to chip. After careful review, it was found that the building was constructed without accounting for the fact that it would be carrying 60,000 books. The immense weight caused the building to sag unexpectedly, resulting in major upkeep. Number 3. Lotus Riverside. The great city of Shanghai in China constructed Lotus Riverside, a complex made up of 11 buildings, each 13 stories tall, all for residential use. It was seen as a great success in a city with major housing needs. Unfortunately, the architects didn't do the best planning job as they began to build an underground garage near the complex, excavating the earth, which allowed water from the nearby river to seep in and turn the foundation of Lotus Riverside into mud, which caused the collapse of a tower. The disaster was seen as a huge misstep in what was supposed to be a joyous achievement. An investigation report revealed the collapse had been caused by the foundations being undermined by a combination of dugout soil being piled 10 meters high against one side and the digging of a 4.6 meter deep underground car park on the other. Though most people evacuated in time, a migrant worker who entered the doomed building to collect his tools was killed in the collapse, which lies on the side and with its doors and window almost intact is a shocking sight. The developers faced losses of up to $30 million as compensation to the homeowners, as well as construction expenses. If you only saw a picture of a ruined building, you would be amazed. Number 2. Aon Center, Chicago. The third tallest building in Chicago is one of its most historic and popular, seen as a wonder when it opened to the public nearly a half-century ago. Although it was initially seen as an architectural hit, it was also marred with some pretty serious issues that turned out to be costly. The architect chose to coat the entire facade of the Aon Center in Italian Carrara marble, which gave the building its beautiful and distinct exterior look. However, this didn't account for the fact that this material is very thin, which ultimately resulted in giant slabs of the marble detaching and crashing down into the neighboring building. The entire building had to be immediately resurfaced with granite, a more suitable material, which ended up being an $80 million mistake. Number 1. Tacoma Narrows Bridge, Washington. Sometimes the culprit of failing structures boils down to cutting costs. To save money, the creators of Washington's Tacoma Narrows Bridge built it with girders that were not up to par. This ultimately led to the bridge, which was the third longest suspension bridge in the world at the time, to sway rather violently whenever wind speeds picked up. Because the bridge was only built to sustain a certain amount of sway, it finally collapsed after sustaining winds that picked up too high. The reality is, architects were fully aware of the issue, even naming it Galloping Gertie because of the sway. The entire overall construction cost was estimated to be around $6 million, and considering today's value with inflation, it is equivalent to $1 billion. However, the bridge that all the money was spent upon lasted only 4 months and 7 days. Amazingly, a local photographer captured the bridge's fall. We all make mistakes sometimes, don't we? But what if those mistakes are fatal and cause unprecedented disasters? Well, then obviously we need to be careful and do our job diligently, not endangering anyone. What do you say about these mistakes from our list? Please share your opinion with us in the comment section below. We'd like to know it, so feel free. At the very end, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss more videos like this. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you again soon.